And it's Ken Kraetzer for Cadets Media. We're in Waikiki, Hawaii at the Association of the U.S. Army Land Pack 2025 conference. I have a chance to talk to one of my friends with the association. That is Brigadier General Retired Jack Haley, Vice President, Membership and Meetings. And General, great to be with you again. You got a great Land Pack meeting here. You've got over 1,000 people, and you've got 14 heads of militaries here and quite a few foreign allied delegations. How's the conference been so far for you?
Hey, Ken, thanks for having me. Land Pack is my favorite event that the association does. It's just a phenomenal event. It's a little smaller, it's a little more intimate, and we bring in, as you mentioned, just the international presence here of over 30 countries represented. As you said, 14 chiefs of staff of Army, really brings that international flavor. We can get at some really key strategic topics across the Indo-Pacific region.
Very good, and a great first day. You had the commander of the U.S. Army Pacific, General Ronald Clark, a West Point graduate, with his keynote and roundtable. And I just described all of the Army activity in the Pacific, big operations, South Korea, Japan, Philippines, and Australia. Tell us a little bit about what did you take away from General Clark's remarks yesterday?
Yeah, General Clark is the right leader at the right time to command U.S. Army Pacific. For him, it's really about the teamwork, and establishing those partnerships. So it's really the land forces, network across the Pacific. So the ability, his comments, I think were spot on in terms of, how he's approaching the region, how he's working within U.S. Indo-PACOM with Admiral Paparo, and how he's working with his key partners and allies. He's acknowledged that the U.S. Army, and certainly the U.S. Army in the Pacific, cannot do what it needs to do alone. We have to do it with partners and allies, and that was my key takeaway from his remarks.
And of course, you had his boss, Admiral Samuel Paparo, the Indo-Pacific commander for the U.S. military. So impressive, 1,100 carrier landings in his career. Also served in a ground role commanding a unit in Afghanistan, and now he's got 52% of the world that's under his supervision. And he said, deterrence is our duty. Very powerful remarks by Admiral Paparo yesterday.
Yeah, we were really happy to have him. The past couple land packs, we haven't had the commander of the combatant commander. So his keynote, and his willingness to come and speak to, the land power, right? The Army folks here was well appreciated by the crowd.
You got quite a number of industry partners here exhibiting, some of the big names here. A lot of companies that do software, companies that do autonomous drones and other key capabilities. What is it like to be able to have these interactions with industry partners?
Yeah, it's absolutely key. I mean, AUSA's mission is educate, inform, and connect. And that connect piece is what AUSA does best. We bring together industry, we bring together academia and the military to really discuss, key topics and issues. And we have over 70 exhibitors here at Land Pack, a collection of small companies up to the big companies. And the nice thing, again, about Land Pack is just because it's a little bit smaller, about 2,000 attendees, is that our exhibitors, industry, really gets those connection points, and they really get to connect and converse with the military.
In today and tomorrow, we'll hear from some of your allied partners, and it's so good to see the leaders of allied and partner militaries here. Why is it so important and valuable to have this gathering of U.S. military with allies and partners?
Yeah, as I mentioned before, it's all about the partnerships. I mean, in a area of responsibility as big as General Clark has and Admiral Paparo, they have to have those connections and that teamwork. Whether it's U.S. Army Pacific doing it through their exercise Pacific pathways. In fact, they don't even really call it an exercise anymore because it's just so important to establishing those relationships. I mean, that's absolutely critical. And Land Pack brings all of those people together. We're going to have a panel later today with General Clark, the Chief of Staff of the Japanese Self-Defense Ground Forces, the Chief of Staff of the Philippine Army, and the Chief of Staff of the Australian Army, all on one stage, conversing about the issues of today.
Hey, you've got a new event in Europe coming up in July in Wiesbaden. My father served in that area in the early 1950s as a U.S. Army officer. Tell us a little bit about that meeting.
Yeah, we're really excited. This is our newest event. Is the premier or the first time that we're doing it, Land Euro, and we've really modeled it after Land Pac. So it's it's a smaller event, but very strategic. We'll have industry there, we'll have academia there as well. We're doing this in partnership with U.S. Army Europe and Africa, and it's as you said, Wiesbaden in the Rhein-Main Congress Center, just a tremendous facility, and we're going to again bring together. In this case, in Land Euro, NATO chiefs, NATO allies. We're expecting, again, about the same number, 35 to 40 different countries represented, several chiefs of staff of the Army across the European theater. The Ukrainians are coming as well. So we're really excited about our newest event, Land Euro. So I would offer invitation to you, Ken, to come attend, and any of your listeners to come attend.
Absolutely looking forward. NATO is such a valuable, such a successful alliance that so many U.S. military have supported over almost 80 years now. Hey, I got to acknowledge you have 1.8 million members now. That's great. How can someone become a member of the Association of the U.S. Army?
Yeah, I mean, we make it as simple as possible. You can go to our website, ausa.org, and you can join. We have different categories of membership. You can join. We have a free basic membership that really gives you the flavor of AUSA, and you start getting some of our products and services. And then we have premium memberships as well. And I would be remiss to tell your audience that we're offering in honor of the Army's 250th birthday. We're obviously offering reduced prices on all membership. So come join.
Absolutely. Brigadier General retired Jack Haley, Vice President of the Association of the U.S. Army. So glad to be able to join you here in Hawaii for Land Pac, and we'll see if we can work out Wiesbaden. And great to see you, and thank you for your service to our country.
All right, thanks, Ken. Great.
Good to see you. It's Ken Kraetzer for Cadets Media. We cover cadets, midshipmen, the military, and veterans proudly since 2008. Thanks for watching.